Hello everyone. We hope you enjoyed the holidays and the end of the last decade. We are ready and excited to kick off 2020 with the latest episode of Wahconah Weekly.
We have a few small stories this week, but we have many sports updates.
I will share with you those small stories.
And I have plenty of information on sports updates. Let's get into this week's news.
Starting off this new year, Student Council has given out their Classic Valentine's Day survey that uses Computer Fun program. Though Valentine's Day won't be here for several weeks, the answers to the surveys were collected so that students could purchase the results when the week of Valentine's Day comes. Midterms will be held next week, starting Tuesday and ending Friday. Each day will function as a half day with students going to a maximum of 2 midterms per day. Depending on students' schedules, they may have some periods off, which allows them to come in later or leave earlier. Friday will consist of just one period with a makeup period filling in the second slot. The midterm can be tests, but they can also be projects, meaning they can vary quite a bit. Several AP classes will use this time to train students for the AP test itself. For any students listening, be sure to study plenty and do well on those important tests. We wish you the best of luck with your midterms tests this week. The Robotics Club will be going to the RoboStorm 5.1 competition at Andover High School this weekend, and we will provide their details on the results of it next week.
In swim, the Wahconah swim team had a meet in December where the boys defeated the Tigers 54-34, led by a couple of wins by Jacob Koonsman and Fred Sears. Xavier Wellington also earned a win for the boys in the 50 free with a time of 35:52. For the girls, Amelia Bergquist and Arlen Kiefner each earned a win. Bergquist won the 100 free with a time of 1:11:62, and Kiefner took the 100 backstroke with a time of 1:25:87. Then, on December 27th, Wahconah faced off against the Monument Mountain, where the boys gained a few wins. Those being Fred Sears in the 200 IM with a time of 2:26:06, and the 100 free with a time of 54:10. Jacob Kiefner then won in the 100 back with a time of 1:07:25. The girls did not win, but Amelia Bergquist came close, finishing only 2 seconds behind her opponent in the 100 breaststroke with a time of 1:22:97. More recently on the 4th, Wahconah won against Mount Anthony in an 87-75 match. Jacob Koonsman won the 200 free with a time of 2:34:41 and the 100 butterfly with a time of 1:11:79. Fred Sears then went on to win the 50 free in 27:02 and the 100 free in 1:01:16. As for girls' wins, Arlen Kiefner took the 500 free in 6:51:62. Then, Ashley Davis saw a win in the 200 free with a time of 2:57:34. Finally, Amelia Bergquist won the 100 breaststroke with a time of 1:34:38. Following that meet, the swim team saw victories against Hudson with a 98-24 match for the girls and a 90-38 for the boys. For the girls, Ashley Davis, Kiefner, Koonsman, Amelia Bergquist, Abby Cobb, and Jonna Looney saw victories. As for boys, Sears, Zach Archambault, Koonsman, and Liam Looney won several events. The most recent swim meet saw an 82-82 tie, with wins by Amelia Bergquist and Ashley Davis for the girls, and a 96-60 win by Jacob Koonsman, Zach Archambault, and Fred Sears for the boys. In basketball prior to Christmas, the girls won against Lennox in a 35-21 match. There were notable plays by Noelle Furlong, Maria Gambaroni, and Becca Morris. The girls then won against Lincoln Sudbury in a 52-22 match earlier this month, with plays by Gambaroni, Furlong, and Moore and Marozowski. After that, the girls proceeded to win yet again in a 57-15 game. There were skilled plays by Gambaroni, Furlong, and Juli Keiper. As for boys basketball, the boys lost to Mount Greylock prior to Christmas in a 48-44 match. The boys then experienced a victory against Lennox in a 52-50 game. Kevin Hubin had a very strong presence in the match, giving Wahconah the win during overtime. In hockey, Wahconah had a tie with Belchertown just before Christmas with a score of 1-1. Then, in early January, the Wahconah hockey team lost to Minnechaug in a 6-3 game. Later, Wahconah won against Mount Everett in a 6-2 match. Notable players included Mason Alfonso, Ryan LaPierre, and Liam Anderson. Finally, on Wednesday, Wahconah got yet another win, this time against Chicopee, with a score of 3-2. Major players included Mike Cullett, Ernie Lampron, and Owen Kroboff. In Nordic skiing, Wahconah opened up with a score on the boys' side of 62, and the girls received a score of 72. Jack Pudlow came in 10th with a time of 13:25 for the boys. Also for the boys were Hayden Kendall in 19th and Brendan Anderson in 20th. On the girls' side, Haley Crozier ended up in 18th place. The ski team will go on to another meet this Saturday. In bowling, the Wahconah Blue team won before the holidays with a score of 3-0. Cody Doyle, Alex White, and Amber Wood bowled well for their teams, helping them get the win. The Gray team lost to McCann in a 2-1 match. More recently, Wahconah Blue lost to Drury 2-1, though Austin Doyle performed well in the matchup. The Wahconah Gray defeated Lee 2-1 with skilled plays by Amber Lockenwitz.
Those are our stories for this week. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
If you did, make sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe to the DCTV YouTube channel for updates on our videos.
You can also follow our social media in the description and follow the surveys as well if you have any suggestions for us.
Thank you for watching this week. This has been John and Julie bringing you Wahconah Weekly.